Welcome to the future of board gaming. We're talking absolutely no paper money, just tapping your cards. If you love the classic real estate thriller but secretly suspect the designated family banker is always sneaking a crisp $500 bill when no one is looking, well, you're in the right place. In this beginner's explainer for Monopoly Ultimate Banking, we're going to master that electronic banking unit. That way, you can focus entirely on your ruthless property strategy without ever having to do the math.
Here's our game plan for this explainer. Setting up the game, moving, buying in auctions, rent and colored sets, navigating events and locations, and finally, debt and bankruptcy.
All right, Section 1, setting up the game and getting the board ready. Getting ready is actually super simple. Just place your event cards face down on the board and neatly sort out those title deeds right next to the houses. Next, everybody picks their favorite token and grabs its uniquely matching bank card. Power on the banking unit by pressing literally any button, and then comes the fun part. Everyone taps their card on the scanner and hits the check button to officially log into the system.
And boom, here is where the magic happens. The second you hit check, $1,500 is instantly credited to your digital account to start the game. The banking unit silently tracks everyone's wealth in the background. Like I said, zero math for you, which means a much faster path to building your empire.
Section 2. Moving, buying, and auctions. This is the core loop of the game.
So, the youngest player always rolls first. When you land on an unowned property, you can't just casually pass it by. You have a huge strategic choice to make here. You either buy it at the list price by tapping your card, which instantly deducts the cost from your balance, or if you're hoping for a steep discount, you send it straight to a fast-paced electronic auction.
Now, auctions. This is where family friendships are truly tested. Players shout out bids in multiples of 20. Every single time you want to raise, you just quickly press the M button to register it. And the unit actually times the auction with this super suspenseful ticking sound, creating this frantic adrenaline-pumping rush. When the timer finally runs out, the winner just taps their card to pay up. Oh, and if absolutely nobody wants it, just press the X button to cancel the whole shebang and move on.
Moving right along to Section 3, rent and colored sets. Let's talk about maximizing those property profits.
Okay, unlike classic Monopoly, rent here changes instantly and dynamically. When the final property in a color set is purchased, rent spikes across the board. It jumps up one level if the set is split among rivals, but a massive 2 levels if you manage to secure the whole monopoly to yourself. This mechanic is absolutely vital to your strategy. Always remember to tap a deed to check its current rent level, keeping in mind that they max out at a devastating level 5.
Paying rent in this version is, well, delightfully brutal. You tap their deed, you tap your card, and the funds instantly transfer. But here's the kicker. Every single time a property is landed on, even if it's your own space, that property's rent actually goes up a level. You get this really visceral, tactile satisfaction of physically moving the little plastic house on the board space up a notch just to track its ever-rising value.
Section 4. Events, locations, and jail. Navigating the special spaces.
Whenever you land on an event space, you draw a card, read it out loud, and tap it on the banking unit to strictly follow its instructions. Now, often, event cards might tell you to affect a neighbor, which this specific game defines as any property next door, whether that's right around a physical corner on the board or a full space away. The unit is incredibly smart. It knows exactly where everything is located.
Now, location spaces offer a massive tactical advantage for the savvy player. For exactly $100, you have the powerful option to basically fly to any property on the board. You just use the M button to find the location icon, tap your card to pay the $100, and move your token anywhere. This is perfect for sniping that final property you desperately need to complete your color set. And hey, don't forget the most famous rule in all of board gaming, pass and go. But pay really close attention here because this part is actually manual. You must press M until you find the arrow icon, and then explicitly tap your card to collect your $200 whenever you land on or pass go. If you forget to do this before the next player rolls the dice, yep, you completely lose that payday.
But it's not all easy money. If you roll 3 doubles in a row or land directly on the jail space, your turn is over immediately. And worse, you are entirely locked out of doing any business. While incarcerated, your financial empire totally freezes up. You can't collect rent, you definitely can't bid in auctions, and you cannot tap to adjust any of your properties.
So, how do you escape? You can immediately tap your card to pay a $100 fine at the start of your turn using the jail icon on the unit.
Or you can try your luck at rolling doubles. You get 3 turns to try for those elusive doubles. If your roll fails 3 times, the system is going to force you to pay the $100 anyway before you can finally move your piece.
All right, final phase. Section 5, Debt and Bankruptcy. The end of the game.
It's the exact moment every Monopoly player truly dreads, isn't it? The banking unit abruptly flashes a negative number. What exactly happens when your digital pockets are completely empty and you just can't pay your rent to a rival or a fee to the bank?
Well, you have to liquidate. You must pay your debt using your properties by tapping your title deeds to transfer them. But beware here, they are only valued at their original printed board price. That instantly wipes out any hard-earned rent levels you've built up. You tap to transfer them to the player you owe, or right back to the bank if you owe a game fee, making them entirely unowned and up for grabs once again by whoever lands on them next.
And here is the ultimate twist, and honestly a real game changer. If you have sold absolutely everything and still can't clear your debt, you are officially bankrupt. But unlike classic games that can painfully drag on for 4 hours or more, in Ultimate Banking, one single bankruptcy ends the game instantly for everybody. The banking unit immediately calculates everyone's total wealth and crowns the richest player as the undisputed winner.
Before we wrap up, a couple of quick pro tips to truly save your game night. If you accidentally tap the wrong card, don't panic. You can cancel your single most recent mistake by holding the check and M buttons for 5 seconds. Also, if you take a snack break, the unit sleeps after 5 minutes of inactivity to save battery. Just keep the rulebook handy. Pages 14 and 15 have some fantastic menu screenshots if you ever get lost in the digital interface.
The digital age has definitely made real estate trading faster and honestly way more ruthless than ever. Now that you're armed with the knowledge of dynamic rent levels and those crazy electronic auctions, the only question left is, who are you going to bankrupt first? Or will you be the one sadly handing over your deeds?